Peace, it's Equality Fragrances coming to you from Prince George's County, Maryland. Welcome to my cipher. A cipher is a person, place, or thing within my circumference. The understanding of my cipher is peace. For all those new to the channel and those who have been supporting me since day one, I humbly appreciate all your support. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell so you'll be notified when I drop some new videos. All of that goes a long way in helping the channel grow, and it costs you nothing to do. With that being said, come on in, sit down, and let's build. Today, I'm gonna be doing my full review on a luxury fragrance from the luxury fragrance house of the Spirit of Dubai. If you're not familiar with that house, this house has two generations. It has a first generation and a second generation. The first generation makes up the elements of Dubai. The second generation is a luxury version of the first generation, but they do not smell the same at all. The only one that doesn't have a second generation is Terre. And you best believe when it does, I will have it in my possession. The first generation for this fragrance that we're going to be discussing is one of my favorite fragrances from the house, and that's Fakama. One of luxury. If you saw the list I put this on, which was on the 5 best rose fragrances on the entire planet, this is like a rose oud, but some leather, some dried fruits. It's a lot going on with this fragrance. It's spicy, absolutely sexy. Now, the fragrance I'm gonna be discussing today is Haibah. Look at that. Look at that bottle. Magnetic, and look at the spray. That was like $50. I just sprayed it in the air. Now, let's talk about this fragrance. First and foremost, it is expensive. On the low end, you might find it for like around $7, but retail with no discounts and nothing, you're gonna pay about $1,000 for this fragrance. Is it worth it? I mean, I paid for it, I own it. For me, it is, but there's a reason why it is, and I'll go into it. But one of the things that you pay for is the presentation. First, the outer box, wood outer box, magnetic, ties it in, open it up, suede Alcantara. The case for the fragrance sets inside of this box along with the fragrance. The case, I don't know if this is fiberglass or what, but it is heavy, well constructed. I mean, everything about it. And it opens up like this, and the fragrance sets sturdy in the inside, and you can set it on your shelf. You see, I got a couple back there in the background. Let's talk about this fragrance. I'm gonna give you a disclaimer. One, well, do not blind buy any fragrance from this house. There's a reason for that. You will look at the notes, and if you buy a fragrance based on the notes, you will be highly disappointed. Highly disappointed, man. What is this fragrance? This fragrance is a patchouli fragrance, period. It is earthy, chocolatey, it's oudy, leathery, and ambery. That's what this fragrance is through and through. That is the makeup of this fragrance. Now, let me talk about how it transitions and what you're going to be getting in different elements. When you first spray this fragrance on, you're going to get hit with something that's animalic and borderline fecal. No, it's not even borderline. It's pretty fecal. It's not strong. This is one of those kind of fragrance when you spray on, you don't just put your hand up there. You have to experience it in the air. But within this darkness, you get this almost, it's not listed, but I get something like Cambodian oud, because every time I smell that comes off that way. It's very reminiscent though to almost like Rosendo Matu's fresh oud in the opening of that. The two have very good similarities to it, where it's this darkness with the oud that you have there, this animalic oud. You get this supple leather and you get this freshness, which comes from all the fruits that's listed. Listen, if you read the notes, you saw pineapple, lime, bergamot, pear, peach. You like in some rose or something. You was like, oh my God, this is gonna be fruity, aventus. You are gonna be disappointed if you do that. Highly. After about 15 minutes, that animalic fecal nature of the oud disappears, and what I start getting is this chocolatey, earthy, almost soily patchouli, along with Oud Assam or Indian oud. How would I describe the faucet of Indian oud? I would describe that as being spicy, a little spicy, dry woodiness, slightly leathery. That's how I would describe Oud Assam or Indian oud. So you get that, which is singing a duet with the patchouli, back and forth. They're singing back and forth. Absolutely beautiful. The leather is playing the bass guitar as they're singing. And you get this floral element, which almost, that mid almost comes off like a very masculine version of Tom Ford's Black Orchid. An extremely masculine version of it. So for all those people who say, equality, talk about these feminine unisex scents, I want the dark stuff. This fragrance is the dark stuff. As it starts to dry down, what happens is you get this beautiful sandalwood, which blends well with the Oud Assam, the smoothness of it, along with the leather. And it just, in the amberiness, it just combines to this beautiful, woody, earthy, ambery patchouli scent. This is a patchouli fragrance through and through, make no mistakes about it. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give this fragrance a 9 out of 10. Why? Because I love patchouli. Now, some could knock it because the price of it. You can find some other patchoulis that nearly don't cost as much, but I'm gonna be honest, this is one of, you take out, I give it a 9 out of 10 because I didn't really care for the fecal opening. I just don't. If it didn't have that, it'll probably be 10 out of 10. It's one of the best patchouli fragrances I've put my nose on. It is smooth, especially after you get past the first 15 minutes. So I give it 9 out of 10. Who is this fragrance for? A very mature person, but not just mature in age. And I'm talking like 36 up. You have to be mature in the fragrance game. If you are somebody who's only been wearing like a couple of designer fragrances, and this is not a knock, but it's just, if that's what you used to, and somebody give you this or you spray this on, you're gonna be like, oh my God, what is that? Scrub it off of my skin, man. You need, give yourself some time. You ain't ready for this unless you're really into oud or you're extremely into patchouli. Where would I wear this? You can wear this dressed up. You can wear this formally. You can wear it dressed down. Of course, if I lived in the Middle East, this is probably something that's getting worn year round over there. In the West, not so much. I see this as more of a cold weather scent. So fall or winter or whatever that looks like for you. Fall or winter in New York, DC metro area is different from fall and winter in California or in Colorado or Chicago. So I would just say cold weather. This is extremely, extremely masculine. So does that mean a woman can't wear it? No, a woman can wear whatever she want to wear, but this is masculine. You have to like dark, earthy patchouli. If you do, this would be one I would definitely tell you to sample. So that's my full review on Haibah. Have you tried this fragrance? If you so, leave your comment down below. Let me know what your experience is with the fragrance. For me, this is going to get burned next winter. I got this late in the game and I'm already thinking spring scents at this point. So my mind really isn't on this. I wore it a couple times as I was testing it and when I got it, but this is going to be a winter banger. With that being said, I hope you all like the setup. Leave your constructive criticisms down below. And thank you all for supporting me. I'm gonna try to give y'all more singular reviews. If you're not following me on IG, follow me on IG. A link will be in the description. Also follow me on TikTok. I'm gonna be doing like 1 minute quick reviews on like everything. I'm gonna start uploading on TikTok. So make sure you follow me there as well. With that being said, I'm gonna leave you the way I greeted you. And that's the universal language of peace.